happening? Oh my gosh, what just happened?
Um, yeah. Thank you, everyone who's joined. We got three guys in there right now. This is the Stars and Strikes halftime show. The United States men's national team lead El Salvador 5-0. 5 goals
Did I hear that right?
in the first 30 minutes. I would love to say that it was us just bossing them, which we did, but they stink.
Yeah, I know. I think we both. You predicted a 2-0. I predicted a 3-0, and um, even that was blown out of the water by the 30th minute. I mean, this is just purely. I was asking my dad the same question. It's just a matter of them being awful or us being good. But I think it's a lot of it is just El Salvador is not really bringing it on tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we got to start with Chris Mueller making his debut, 2 goals, 2 assists from the Orlando City wide player. What a debut from him. I loved his energy. Paul Arriola getting back on the pitch for the first time since his injury for the national team. I mean, the two of them are basically mere players.
Yeah, and when I say that El Salvador is not on their game, that's nothing to take away from our guys tonight. Like I said, like you were just saying, Mueller and Ariola have been fantastic. That energy on both wings is just I think no matter who the fullbacks were that they're playing against, they would be a handful for anyone because that energy just especially I love the link up between Aronson and Ariola on the right hand side. Just that link up, it's kind of giving me a similar impression as to how we saw Gio and Dest play on that side. Just that exchange, that link up, how it just overlapping with one another, playing, interlinking between each other. So it's really entertaining. That energy on both wings is a handful, and it's exciting to watch.
Brendan Aronson getting himself an assist for Sebastian Lletget. Cheeky little chip. Took a little bit of a deflection to take it over the goalkeeper's head. But that was a very clever run and a very clever pass from the guy who's going to be joining RB Salzburg in a few years or in a few months. Or actually, no, at the end of January, he's joining them. So just over a
Yeah.
month from now. Time goes by quick. Ayo Akinola getting a debut goal as well. I mean, the list just goes on and on about superbs, but
Yeah, I don't think
you
I can
can't
pick
say the
out a
same
single
about
player
El
that's
Salvador. I think
yeah.
they had one chance, possibly, where they had one little, one attacking motion of anything, and the guy had an awful first touch, and next thing you know, Julian Araujo has the ball and we're counterattacking. So, yeah,
Mm.
they suck. Like, I mean, we don't want to throw that word around lightly, but El Salvador sucked today, at
Yeah,
least in the first half.
kind of disappointing because you were really hoping that this predominantly Major League Soccer squad gets tested because these are players that we have our questions about, and right now there's no questions being asked about them, and it looks like based off what we're watching, it looks like we're watching a squad of world-class players, and we know that's far from the case. We want to have these players be put through the works because at the end of the day, we want to choose the best squads to play our best games. And right now, they're all looking phenomenal because of whether it's the opposition or what. So
Yeah, and one thing we didn't even mention yet is it very easily and probably should have been 6-0. Mark McKenzie got a debut goal, most likely called off for the wrong reasons because he looked onside to me.
yeah, no, I think that's no doubt that was on sides. I mean, but at this point in the game when it's 5-0, it's not much to complain about anyway. So, honestly, I don't doubt that he'll have another opportunity in the second half anyway. So, I don't think a lot of the boys will be complaining about that. But yeah, 6-0 is what it definitely should have been.
What would you say your first impressions of the young Toronto FC striker Ayo Akinola? Got his debut goal, as we mentioned earlier. What do you think of him so far?
I think he's definitely a good presence to have up high. He's been kind of taking second fiddle to obviously our wingers who are doing a lot of the work, but he's getting in good positions. Obviously, the wingers are feeding in a ton of great balls to him, but he's. I think our just with this squad that we're playing right now, obviously, I think our play is more focused to the wings. So I don't think we've seen the best out of him yet. Obviously, to get that one goal gifted to him by Mueller was nice, but I don't think we've seen the best of him yet.
Chris Mueller, the best goal of the half probably was his diving header from the Julian Araujo cross. That was a guy that we wanted to see something out of in our our last episode. We called him out. He had a crappy season for the Galaxy. Everybody knows that. But he's getting on the score sheet with a nice little assist. Did a good job being patient, waiting for Mueller's run to get back on side, and a nice little cross, good finish.
Yeah, and then that's something that I've been happy to see out of him tonight, is that he's having the confidence to go forward, and he's also doing well defensively, and it's something I was worried about, because this is because of this opponent of that nature. If we take on future CONCACAF opponents that will put in a more physical shift, that's where I think Julian Araujo will struggle, because he can be rash, he can be reckless, but right now he's not having to worry about that side of the game. So he's having the freedom to be creative, to have fun with it.
And then how about your boy Jackson Ewell, looking like Sergio Busquets out there, spraying the ball all over the place.
6-yard pass for the assist. Whose goal was it? I thought that he got assisted, but yeah, what I was most
Mueller's
first.
first. It was Mueller's first.
Yeah, what I was most impressed about Ewell actually was a lot of forward passes tonight. Usually he's a guy that likes to go side to side backwards, but obviously in a game like this, when you're up 5-0, there's no need to go back. So he's a lot of dinks over the top from him, both him and Long. So it's been nice to see him be positive, be creative.
That was clearly something that Greg Berhalter was talking about pregame, or that was part of the game plan, because we saw tons of over-the-top balls. We saw for the first goal in the build-up it was Chris Mueller that flicked in a ball for Brendan Aronson. He clipped it on, and eventually it wound up going to Paul Arriola to score the first. But, then that ended up opening up some more things and some interplays. We saw the likes of Sebastian Lletget with a nice little through ball that Aronson played to him for his goal. So it started to open up a lot more things, and like we said, we just dominated from start to finish. Would you say there was any way that you think we didn't perform to the way that we should against this quality of an opponent?
To be honest, I think they're surpassing all of my expectations right now. And I think for me, the most impressive aspect right now is our ability to go both down the sides and through the middle. We're switching up our attacks in almost every play. We can either go down the side or through the middle, through our midfield. Like we've said, Ewell and Lletget are doing well. Aronson and Arriola on the wings are doing well. So we have so many creative outputs right now that I had no way that I would have expected it to look this good.
Players the first half clearly have to be Chris Mueller and Paul Arriola. The energy, it just radiated throughout the team. You saw Jackson Ewell, a guy who usually doesn't fly around the pitch, was all over the place, making tackles here and there. Sebastian Lletget, we saw him playing that box-to-box role. Greg Berhalter, if he doesn't already love Sebastian Lletget, I think he's still going to keep him going with him.
Yeah, because I texted you the same thing, and as much as we like to joke about Lletget getting the starts or getting all these extra minutes where we maybe don't think he deserves, every time he's put on the field, he puts in a shift, and I respect the guy for it, because I don't remember the last time that he's put in a disgraceful game for the national team. Every time he puts on the jersey, he does right to it. So respect to him. Also, congrats to Arriola for having such a great game on his return. All it took was one game with DC, and now he's back playing, performing at this level. So it's so great to see from him too.
And then looking to the second half, is there anywhere or a certain player that you want to see make an impact, or make a jump, or even make a debut?
Let's see. Who do we got still to look at? You know what?
Sebastian Soto.
I want to see
Soto.
Sebastian Soto and Kellyan Acosta, because this seems like a game that's screaming for Kellyan Acosta to come in and see what he could, how he could take this game, push us even forward up. My phone just paused for a second.
Oop, lost you there. There we go. We're back.
Yeah, but if Ewell's able to boss this team, I want to see what Acosta can do as well from that position. So let's bring him in. Yeah,
Sebastian Soto, a guy that's clearly soon becoming the favorite of the show to get back on the pitch and start scoring some goals. I think that about wraps it up. Not a ton to talk about here at halftime. We're awesome, and they're horrible.
Let's see if we have anything more to talk about at full time. Maybe another 5 goals, but we'll see.
Yeah, that would be a U.S. men's national team record.
That's right. I think they were saying that our record right now is 8-0, so that's not far off. We have another 45 to go, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, thank you, everyone, for joining. We'll see you guys back post-game, and we'll see if the U.S. ended up breaking the record, see if they can beat 8 goals. I think it definitely can happen. See you guys. Thank you.
Will. See you guys.